Okay, we're into episode 35 of the 248K mod on a Ribbon World with a city grid. I'm having reorganized my labs because I realized pretty quickly that the outside rows of labs weren't getting all the sciences, so this layout should at least give me all the sciences I need. So this should be most of what we need to get the science running again. Let's quickly check on the yellow science, because that's also the thing we need to be running again, and hey, it still doesn't work because blue chips. Which I guess is not super surprising. We've got some amount there. We've got the rich water we need here. So the rich water node we built last time, which is here, is I am waiting for a power pole to be moved so that this guy could, yeah, I think this guy, I also realized this guy wasn't getting the acid that it needed because there was a power pole where a pipe should be. So we'll fix that. Can we just quickly wander over to the blue chips node, find this train that has, yeah, like 2,000 blue circuits on it, and then tell it to go over here, and then visit a blue chip station. And then that should hopefully mean that it visits the yellow science, which is all the way over there, and then we'll get another couple of thousand chips being yellow science, and yeah. Then we should get some yellow science. I think the main thing to do today is to make everything here work by, yeah, so I've got like, we've got some double chest things, which will be, you know, whatever, fine. We've got some kind of stations defined with different names where we're going to bring in some 4-wagon trains with the station over here. With the things we know about. I mean, I've got a space for beacon science. Maybe we get around to doing that. Yeah, don't know what other. I mean, we've got spaces to put another 4 sciences in labs. We've got double inserters going between each of these labs. So these inserters are going to be bringing in 6 ingredients, or 6 types of science from these 3 belts. These 3 belts can have a different type of science. There's a bit of beacon space between these. I think do I have? Yeah, I do have beacons. Like if we look at, yeah, this lab here that just got put down, I can fit 8 beacons around all of these things by going like, where's the other? Yeah, these all kind of tile. Like so, which is going to be cool. All these things getting 8 beacons is going to be great. The thing is, I don't think I have space for, yeah, I don't have 8 beacons worth of stuff at the moment, so we're going to have to do, I think I still want some beacons, yeah. Yeah, those ghosts are not particularly easy to see, are they? There's still another 2 beacons in there somewhere. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so let's add fewer beacons, but still some beacons. Yeah, let's just do this 1 beacon to start. On those rows, and then this is going to give me a total of 15 beacons, because I've got 5 in each row, which is, I've currently got 84 beacons. Okay, so that will be very close to my maximum number of beacons, so I need to kind of, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, maybe I don't even want that many then, because before I have this beacon tick, I will not be able to have all that many, yeah, the new builds won't really be able to have beacon tick before I have more beacons enabled by that beacon tick. But yeah, I think, how many labs did I end up with here? 36? Okay, that was like a third of what I previously had, but also these ones can be beaconed a lot harder and all getting modules and stuff like that. The thing I am wondering about is whether or not I'm going to be, like, capacity limited on these pair of long-head inserters or not, but I think it's probably fine. Because I mean, yeah, doing direct insertion to 6 labs in a row, but then also the sciences can move the other ways as well, because we're like, yeah, we've got inserters from 2 directions, so there's kind of like 4 long-handed inserters feeding each lab. But I'm mostly going to presume that the ticks that I'm going to be researching are going to be long enough at this point that we can kind of ignore it. The thing I did want to do, though, we've now got to reorganize some parts of... That's not going to work, is it? Because the other train is... The train that I want to visit is also exactly in... Yeah, I'm gonna get stuck over here. But that's fine. This train is one we want to go see. This is kind of close enough. Because, yeah, because currently all our science is over here, but we would really like all the science in a different place. So let's get all of... Yeah, I've got a lot of the science, don't I? These guys can be, you know, not unpacking that. This was going to be purple and yellow, and then I decided beacon science, didn't I? How are you doing for fuel? You are pretty low on fuel. You can have all of those. That's going to be fine. Okay, so this science unload station no longer wants to be the thing. I want to have yellow science, and also just wait there for 30 seconds, and then we've got to go to the beacon science we don't have yet, but the science unload here is going to be, I don't know, 240? 4 minutes? Doesn't really seem like long enough, does it? Let's go to, yeah, 20 minutes now seems like too long. Let's have this train run every 10 minutes. I don't think I'm going to be struggling for capacity for either of these things. Do I actually need to go there? I don't, do I? I did because I was carrying all the purple science. Yeah, okay, so let's go to this science unload. And then this wagon. Like, I'm pretty happy caching vast amounts of science at this point, but I don't think, especially as there's the stations on either side, I guess I could do a SPM calculation thing of how much space I need to have on this train in order to have... Yeah, you get out of my inventory. Yeah, how much space I need to have on this train in order to make sure that I've got 10 minutes worth of stuff here if this train is only on a 10-minute cycle. But that's something we'll worry about later because I don't even have all the things I need for that yet. So first kind of science is in this... I mean, we can go to the yellow science in a bit. Didn't we... Should we not also have more yellow... Like, we should see yellow science happening now because, yeah, because we gave it a shipment of blue chips. So these yellow sciences... Actually, do I have spare beacons? 93. I can have another 7 beacons. So we're going to have one here. That's significantly less than 7, isn't it? Well, it's slightly less than 7. So that's still fine. We're going to get... Yeah, we're going to get a bunch more purple science. The other... Yeah, okay, so a bunch of things to do at this point. I think the first... Yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to run down to the... Let's do it the other way around. I've got modules in here, don't I? So I guess down... I made the wrong way on this thing again. Yeah, I am. Cool. Down here somewhere. I think the plan is going to be... yeah, was looking at... That's not the beacon core. The beacon core is over here. The beacon core is currently got a pair of speed modules. I've got better modules than this at the moment, so I can make all my beacons better by giving this better beacons. The thing is, I don't need that much speed at the moment because I just need to work on getting other kinds of science in. But it did strike me that if I made one tier 3 speed module and one tier 3 efficiency module, then those two together would do better things for me. I should... Yeah, we'll deal with that later, I guess. That's going to be the next thing. Yeah, those combinations of modules, which are actually in the complete other direction, cool, would do slightly more speed and do it more efficiently than... Yeah, red chips, I need blue chips, I need module frames, yeah, and that's also way more than I need, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, we're gonna change the module core to 1 speed 3, 1 efficiency 3, and that's going to make things slightly better. I'm still, at this point, kind of concerned about power efficiency, because... Where's blue chips? We can start by going here. Because there's still just this thing doing its work. And until I get either fusion power, which is not a thing that's going to happen soon, or another lake to drop another power plant in, I think I'm pretty much working with that one power plant, and you know, this supporting solar and petrochem stuff. How are these guys doing? These guys are nearly done, which is good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to be getting all of this stuff out the way. I guess that means, is this train station on? It is. Okay, so that can receive a shipment of stuff somewhere, and then at some point I can also figure out how more of these things. And I say figure out. I think it's basically going to be like that, isn't it? It's going to be these three things here. This one can have another one as well. Okay. And then, so these guys will link to here. I've also got to have, I mean, I don't have to, but I'm going to keep the symmetry of these things. And then all of this, yeah, whatever, is not quite going to go there because there's a radar in the way. But that's going to get me like a bit more power. This one's actually unnecessary because we're connecting through here. So that's going to be the last of the turbines going there, which is nice. I'm over here to get blue chips. I'm going to take both these all these blue chips. Is that true? Now let's just let this train do its thing. We wanted to go to the. Yeah, that's going to be enough for 2 modules, isn't it? I want to go to the module upgrade section because I'm pretty sure I also need. For prod mod 3s, I'm going to need module upgrade cores. Yeah, we'll just start working on one of those. And here are these module upgrade cores. So we've got a bunch of these, so that's nice. One speed 3, one efficiency 3, and then I've got just a lot of stuff that I don't need. So, I mean, you guys are going to be doing this for a while, aren't you? Why do you know? Ah, blue chips. You guys here didn't get blue chips. Well, I've got blue chips. You guys can keep working on efficiency modules, I guess, or prod mods. I don't think I need a whole lot of those. I've got these guys as well, which can also go here, I guess. No one got stuck on anything. That's good. Do I have? Yeah, let's also just get rid of these. Okay, so clearing out the inventory a little bit, making 2 module upgrades. That's nice. In the meantime, let's get other kinds of science onto trains. Where is my base? My base is over here. Yeah. So we've got. Yeah, I think this science station, this science train here is going to be. We're not going to unload there. We're going to collect. So we're going to continue at the moment to use. Oh, another train is out of fuel. Yeah, that's why we were trying to get sciences online. Yeah, other normal kinds of science. So red science and also green science and also military science and also blue science. Yeah, sure. Where is? Oh, it's the train I'm in. Okay, that is the best possible train to run out of fuel, but also I don't seem to have any fuel. So that's a great thing. And there's a train behind me from which I could steal fuel. That was always somewhat ill-advised, wasn't it? And I was also standing pretty close to the tracks there. That could have gone very badly wrong. Do I have... Okay, I've got another train. We'll try that again. Should have been on the train when I put the fuel in it. On the upside, I mean, that train is going to be at the place we want to be, right? We're just going to follow this other train here. Let's go here. Yeah, so we've got... For a while, we're going to keep... I guess we're still making things there as well, whatever. And these crystals are backed up because we're trying to use the crystals from the other rich water build, except blue science is also backed up because we're not actually researching anything at the moment. Yeah, we want to get... I guess we're going to need 2 belts of stuff, aren't we? We're going to need to figure out... Okay, we're here now, which is good. Give me these trains back because we're going to need both these trains, and then we're going to need something like how many trains do I need? Actually, has the yellow science put stuff on it. No, this is all still the same yellow science. Did I limit these chests? Maybe I limited those chests as well, whatever. Yeah, something like this, then we can have, like, these. If I've got this many chests, all probably want to be limited quite a bit. Especially as this is not really a resource that I hugely care about. Yeah, these are all going to be, like, kind of, I'd say low-grade sciences. Sciences that are not hugely important. Is that even true? They're still quite necessary, aren't they? So I guess we're going here, yeah, and then we can filter just for, like, either of these. I don't really care which item goes where. And then here we can have military on one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna, having said I don't care which thing goes where, we're still gonna think about apparently having some of those things around the place. Okay, so there's, yeah, we now need a way to get 2 belts of stuff in, which I reckon is going to happen here. And yeah, those 2 were the ones I wanted. Yeah, more spaghetti time. That was always going to happen, wasn't it? I do need to make sure the right pair of sciences go on the right belt, because otherwise everything will end up in terrible chests. Yeah, and then I've got a bunch of modules that I don't care about, and we've got to get this back into the base somehow, and I guess we can just have... What is this? Why is this should be an oil pipe, shouldn't it? So why is it empty? When I was reorganizing some of these intersections, did I clip out? Oh, I did. And then this... Yeah, okay, so here we've got oil. Here we do not have oil. This steam tank is pretty important. This pipe here, kind of in the way. So we're going to do that, and then also this, and that's going to reconnect, and then we'll have oil processing back in the main base again. Oh well. So okay, so that pipe I can't get rid of, which is a little bit of a shame. I can probably get rid of... You know what, let's just put those laser totes in storage. Yeah, all this whole bot build here actually really no longer needs to exist at all, does it? Because we're making bot frames in a different place. So all of this can just be a thing. The bots can go, yeah, we'll just get rid of that. It'll be fine. This robot port here probably still wants to keep a power connection though. So let's just... Yeah, this is fixing up things in the base. This is good stuff, isn't it? Yeah, like this belt doesn't need to exist anymore. Yeah, I think that was the old belt that connected over here, which also doesn't need to exist. So a lot of these things spilling out of here also don't need to exist. We are making the base simpler. This is a good time. Okay, let's... Here we will have 2 belts of science, of different kinds of science, that will end up making their way onto trains to the new science hub. Which means I guess the first of these could just, yeah, we could just reverse that entire red and green belt, can't we? And it wants the red and green belt, or at least the red and something belt, wants to be the bottom belt, yes. Okay, which, this was probably important. Probably a Alt-D a thing that I did not, but also the science is stationary, so whatever. Yeah, if we go through here... This is in fact the bottom belt that we wanted to put red and green science on. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, we don't have... Okay, so I was worried for a moment they were going to take the items off the belt and put them in storage, but they did not. Okay, give me some belt. I also don't need any of this stuff here at this point, do I? This is quite a pleasant tidying, and then I guess all this kind of shimmy also kind of doesn't matter, because this was making. I guess we're still making. Yeah, we still got more engine stuff going. Okay, this is pretty good. This science is going to come back online. We do have some other caches of science that we need to worry about as well. Like these 2 boxes of stuff are not completely full, but we've got to get all of this stuff on the train as well. And I think this is going to put the wrong thing on the wrong side. That's also not going to do what it needs to, is it? And neither is that. Cool. Okay, so now we've got the wrong science on the wrong side, but that's fine because these two are just going to dump everything on the belt and block everything, and then when these ones are empty... Oh, we've also got these guys. So, yeah, it's fine. This is not a permanent solution anyway. These guys can just disgorge their stuff onto the belts. Military science... I guess if I've already got blue science... Can I even take blue science the other way? Not really, because it's on the same belt as the chips. Okay, so we kind of need... I mean, this here is the belt we're looking at anyway. And yeah, we're gonna go here. This looks like a thing that isn't too much of a bad idea. This last one is a bit of a thing, but whatever. This lubricant also doesn't need to be here right now, so we're going to get rid of that. This is a great tidying of the base. This guy, I guess, wanted to be here but was blocked, but whatever. Yeah, we're tidying things up. Okay. Yeah, because if I'm going in here... I don't have these undergrounds. This will be slightly easier if I have the undergrounds. Yeah, my inventory is still kind of a mess, but whatever. This wants to go... Let's run it... Yeah, let's run it here. Because this means that I can have another thing arrive there, and basically that's where we need to put military science. The only thing is we've also got to get the rest of this science, of which there is a lot, okay? Yeah, also onto the same side of the belt in a way that, actually, let's cut. We're going to cut that for blue science for the moment. Yeah, that's going to be the plan, at least temporarily. Because what we want to do is figure out how to get the rest of... Yeah. This is a disaster that will not stay for very long. So that's going to put all of this blue science on the other side of this belt, which means this belt here... These guys are only being used for the red chips at the moment, aren't they? In fact, a lot of this stuff can kind of disappear. This is the other iron and copper feed from where we used to be making aluminium. Can I have all of... I can. Yeah, do I want a big stash of this at all at the moment? Not sure that I do. Yeah, we're just gonna... Yeah, you just keep making that stuff. Here... Okay, so now we're going to be putting all of those other kinds of science on a train. Yes. Yeah, then these ones are... Why they stopped? I guess because I haven't connected it to the other belt. I guess that's a good reason. This sushi disaster is a thing that's going to clear itself out momentarily, probably. Oh yeah, because this needed to go differently. Yeah, this is actually... Yeah. So we're good. Okay, so that should be... Do I have another train? I do have another train. I've got some science that I kind of need to take to various places. The rest of that temporary science from blitzing the labs is also dealt with. Did I end up with any? Let's go and check these chests to figure out whether or not I ended up with any other random bits of science in here. And the answer to that is mostly no. We're going to take some of the things that are going to be a bit useful, I guess. Yeah, I mean... A lot of these things are going to get pulled out as soon as we start to put the... Yeah, basically as soon as we get a logibot online, we're going to deal with a lot of the stuff. I wanted anything that was resembling fuel and also neodymium and I guess module, yeah, whatever. Yes, okay, so we don't have any extra science drifting around there, which is nice. I also picked up things that were fuel and I still have enough train carriages. I actually want some more train carriages. Yeah. Okay, so we should have, yeah, belts of like messy kinds of science that will eventually straighten themselves out once the boxes are empty, which is definitely the plan. And then over here, we're gonna have, yeah, this kind of train fuel isn't working yet. Don't feel good about that. This stuff. So you've got a bunch of science fuel, and again, we probably want to limit these to. Like, I don't think I need full trains worth of stuff. But this is the blue science train. This bit here is the military science train. Yeah. If I have 1,000 blue science already here, and then all these things are just... Are these going to be 6 3s 18? These are not actually going to cache enough to fill this train, are they? I think I'm okay with it. I think I've decided that this is like the amount of science that I need, without having any math backing that up. I need science collection to science unload, and then these are also just going to be time passed. 30 seconds. 20 minutes was that what I decided? What was the other train set at? Where are the labs? Okay, so here are the labs, and this train is 10 minutes. Okay, and yeah, these guys have got all of... We got a lot of science, that's fine. Okay, this is going to be the same 10-minute cycle. And we've got a decent amount of some of the stuff, and so we can just go and do this thing. And this is going to be exciting. This is going to be, oh yeah, let's actually set a tick. The logistics system is by far the most useful one, because this is going to let me put a bunch of train fuel stuff in different places, which is going to be important, because there are still a decent number of trains that don't have fuel plans. Yeah, it's going to feel bad about that, but never mind. Yeah, so all these labs have got their modules. They've got some beaconing stuff. They're going at 2.6 speed, which means I've got about... I think I previously had about 3 times as many labs, but they also didn't have a beacon in them. I think this is probably going to get me more stuff done, probably. You can't have any purple science. You also can't have any purple science. Okay. Get all that stuff out of my inventory. Okay, so I've got... Yeah, so in the labs, I've got space for about 20 stacks worth of science in the station buffer in the lab side. Then I've got the same in the train, and then about the same... And the labs on the science production side, so I've got quite large buffers of science now, but also we are researching logistics science, which is pretty exciting. I wanted to go to the... Oh wait, I'm in completely the wrong place for this. I wanted to go to the beacons, because somewhere over here, here's the beacon core. Because I've now handcrafted these 2 tier 3 modules, which are going to make us slightly more effective, and... I say slightly more effective. This is actually a major problem, isn't it? Because this batteries train isn't going anywhere unless a station needs batteries. And this train is probably parked here because the deal is we'll try to oversupply these things. Not getting any dirty water, which is an issue, but the thing that... Yeah, let's do this thing first before we address this other issue. Beacon core, speed 3, efficiency 3, this should take us from... Yeah, so the speed 3 has 50% speed, which is, more than double a speed 1 efficiency of 20 speed, but then the energy consumption for 2 speed 1 modules is 100%, and this is 70%, so that's also, not quite as bad, but also this energy consumption efficiency module means that really the effect of a tier... Actually, probably can just throw one of these things here and just see it. Okay, it hasn't updated yet. I wonder if it's going to... I wonder how long... Presumably this updates. Presumably this ticks over at some point. Okay, let's go and talk about why this train here is a problem, why we're waiting for that drop date. Because this train here which is supplying things to make engines, of which are we're also full, so I'm kind of concerned that I'm not getting batteries out. I'm also maybe I didn't think I was going to be low on dirty water. I thought this was just basically a free thing. Yeah, this train can't turn left because the intersections are that's how they work. Can't go straight forwards because this train is here. Can't turn right because this pump jack is in the way of this rail line. So I think we're going to have to go and address a quick dirty hack about that. In the form of... Do we even have... I don't have rail on me. But whatever. On this thing is also going to be... Yeah, so that's not going to work either. So maybe we have... But this already won't go past this pump jack. This pump jack is in the way of the rail. So, yeah, I think I just fixed this oil pipe a while ago and now we've broke it again, but that's fine. Can I... Because all I really need is for this curve of rail to connect to something. So where can I sneak this? I can't go straight because of the roboport. If I curve to the right a bit, and then this way, I can in fact sneak a train through there. So that's what we're going to do. I don't think... Sure. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to also put some of these poles back. This pump jack needs to turn, but that's fine. This one, yeah, this one does need to shimmy a little now. But that should still work. That's probably just... Landmines getting destroyed. Yeah, whatever's fine, don't care. Oh wait, this one here needed this kind of setup. These ones don't connect, which is not really a problem. Okay, so now what we've got to do is plug this piece of rail into some other rail part. I think we just get, like, we'll do all of these. This is already going kind of off-grid. Can we just do... Yeah, we'll just do that. It's going to be fine. Do I also want... Like, where would this turn if this was turning at all? It would turn to here? I don't think... Yeah, I don't have the turning radius to get... I don't think I have the turning radius to get... Because it would be these two, wouldn't they? Maybe I do. Apparently I do. Okay. In that case we can do that, and we can have this also connect to here. This is going to have another little self-intersection, which I don't think I'm super disappointed about. That's chain signal out. Wait, no, this is chain signal in, so I also need another chain signal like here. Is that true? I don't think it is. I think what we're doing with this is we're just going to have this guy have... Which way is... Yeah, so this is the inwards line going out there, which means this one here... Yeah, signal on the right. Go there. I think that's gonna... Okay, let's just grab some of this rail. Have the bots bring it back, and then we can put this rail in here. And yeah, this is going to do what we want it to. Yeah, so all of this train here will be able to do kind of a U-turn here if it wants to, or we'll be able to go straight. That isn't really a thing that happens elsewhere in the grid. Mostly we're just dodging this pump jack, and then I don't have to worry about things hitting each other here because this is all the same rail segment, and so no train will ever be... Yeah, it won't be... I think it's fine. I don't think trains are going to hit each other there. There aren't going to be situations where trains are waiting on either side of this intersection to cross each other, because they're just coming through. Like, this is the only entry point, and both of these are one way. And one of the ways is out of this intersection here, and the other way is doing the loop, and I think that's completely fine. Well, I think that is going to solve my problems. Let's not say it's completely fine. And then, yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. It's fine. Bot's gonna bring that stuff. This guy's gonna be able to go wherever. Why don't I have any dirty water? I should have. I've got 2 dirty water trains. Is the dirty water train just not full? Is that the problem? The dirty water train is not full because yeah, okay, yeah, that makes a degree of sense. Because I'm not processing blue science at the moment, so these composites aren't moving, so all of this is backed up, and this was the place where I was making dirty water. Yeah, you just no, don't do that. Instead of that, wander over to, actually, is this guy fine for dirty water? Yeah, this one is fine for dirty water. It is in fact the blue chips that need a lot of dirty water, which is, and we still got a lot of yellow science floating around there. Okay, I think that's probably mostly fine. I'm gonna say that's good. Yeah. So, oh yeah. So let's go back and check whether or not. Let's drive manually. There's another train. Manual driving here is a bit of a disaster, isn't it? Don't know where that one's going. Driving the wrong way manually down train tracks. Possibly an even worse decision at this point than... Why? So these beacons have not updated. Is it still on channel... So this is still running. It's got 99 linked beacons. Let's check the lab, see whether... Okay, so none of these have... Let's put it back, I guess. Turn it off and on again. Okay, so that worked. So we've now got... Yeah, we're getting... Compared to a single compared to a single speed 1 module, which is 20 speed, 50 energy, we've now got 25 speed plus 10 energy. So that's nice. That means our power grid is, a little bit better, a little bit fine. We're still leaning on this stuff. We've still got quite a bit of headroom to deal with, haven't we? And we could also put... Yeah, the steam turbines are taking over as the main source of power, which is pretty good. Okay, other things to do. Yeah, we've got somewhere over here, we've got the things we needed to craft this, not that one, the one before that one, this Ki2 energy, which is necessary because the Ki2 core will turn that energy, in fact all of these things, into the tech we need to get the beacon tech to get, what is it, first of all effectivity and then more beacon support. Yeah, plus 150 supported beacons. That sounds like a good plan. Let's check on the labs and just make sure that not everything is running. Why not? Not enough blue science. I guess that was the one that was... Oh yeah, here we go. And we've got 2.8 thousand blue science, which is, even with a 40% productivity module bonus, not going to get us through that. But it's going to be fine. We're going to, yeah. Let's actually check the main base and see whether or not... Now, there's still just a lot of blue science in here that just needs to be transferred. Same with military science. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. This belt no longer doing a thing. Yeah, we got to get ourselves a K2 energy provider, for which I need... Yeah, I've got some neodymium to make the new green energy to give to this guy. So I think, yeah, so I've already handcrafted the assembling machines. I need to run around and pick up everything else that I will need to craft that thing. Yeah. So let's go to the yellow science, because I had a box of neodymium sitting around there. How many of these do I need? I think I need... So we need one of these cores. Let's also get enough stuff to craft one of these beacons to see what this is about. But yeah, I need a bunch of concrete, which I have. I need... If I'm doing 5 of these things, it's at 100, 200, 105 neodymium, of which I have a lot, so that's cool. I'm going to take a bunch. It's going to be fine. We're not even going to worry about it. Okay, neodymium. Wait a minute. Low density structure is also just sitting right here. So we're going to get that as well, because we need low density structure, not for that thing, but for this thing. We need 100 low density structure. I am going to run out of inventory space pretty quickly. That's 100 LDS. Oh, I was also here because I had, yeah, because I picked up some other things like, not the neodymium, the electric engines, yeah. These were things that I was like, I don't need these in my trash at all. These can just be in useful builds, getting useful stuff done. So, yeah, everyone is... Not everyone is running. Oh, because inputs are backed up. Yeah, okay. That's going to be a thing that happens as we module things harder. That's fine. Is there green chips? Also, don't need green chips. Copper is not a thing that happens at this station. Okay, fine. Oh wait, I did need green chips though, didn't I? Never mind. Module cores was also a thing that I needed. So where are the module cores? The module cores are all the way down here. I just had previously some module cores. Then also fiberglass. I'm gonna need to get rid of some of this diesel fuel in the silos and actually other modules to kind of have space to be able to handcraft these things. Oh well. Yeah, where am I putting... I guess I should craft this core and figure it, like, because I also don't know whether the core replaces this one or not. Although, does it... It's not built from... K1 core, bunch of stuff, fine. K2 core is not made from... Like, a K1 core is not one of the ingredients for a K2 core. Interesting. How many module frames do I need for this thing? 20. Of which I got more than I needed, but it's still going to be 1 stack, so whatever. And at the same time, let's... Yeah, I'm just going to drop a storage thing here and go, like, have some modules. That's fine. And then also, I guess... Sublandfill will... I mean, I'll probably forget that that's there. I might get back to that later. Wait. I also needed red chips and fiberglass and green chips and concrete. In fact, all of those are back at the main base, so we can start handcrafting those to figure out what the deal is there. Concrete is going to be over here. Yeah, where am I doing this new tier of beacon tech? Over here? Over here? Maybe because I've got like this stuff coming off the train. And this is currently a mostly empty grid square. Although there's not a whole lot of space to put other things like... I could put solar in it, I guess. But if I have this guy running this way... this pole's on the way. So maybe not quite there. Maybe here? Yeah, and then... So if that runs that way, this belt could also just run this way. Not there, though. We've got to find a space that gets between all the stuff, which is, yeah, it can go there. Then... Yeah, then I need to do this little switch here for the output priority needs to happen here, and then all the rest of this belt needs to be cleaned off but that's fine because then we can build the things we need down here and then just move fluids around, which is probably easier. Yeah, okay. I think that's going to be a thing that we let bots do. And then how much concrete do I have? Not a whole lot of concrete actually. Did I need... I needed 500 concrete for this thing, and I did not need concrete for any of the other parts. And then I did need fiberglass again, but I think we just loot... I think for the fiberglass we just go and loot the little hand-fed nuclear mole thing. Is going to be the easiest, yeah, because there's this stash here, which has, yeah, more than I need. Can I... red circuits, red and green circuits, okay. Do I have... yeah, these guys down here are just making a lot of circuits, aren't they? And then there's also some science that randomly ended up on this belt. Not sure how that happened, whatever. Probably was an interstitial thing in between various things going kind of wrong, but it's fine. 100. The energy providers don't need them at all. Okay, so that's enough green chips. In fact, that's more green chips than I need. And then I need to get crushing factories that I think I automated. I think I automated the crushing factories when we were doing the powdered water thing. Crushing factories, yeah. Give me a bunch of crushing factories, and then here we've got a lot of red chips, and I can make a K2 core, which is cool. And then I need... oh, I do actually need concrete for the energy providers. Unfortunate. This is enough of everything except fiberglass to go and handcraft another 5 of those things. There's no overlap here between stuff I want for... oh, actually, you know what else I should do? If these guys... oh, these guys are still disgorging this chest. It's taken a while. That's fine. Fiberglass was the thing that I said I needed. How many do I need to make 5 of these things? I need 10 stacks of fiberglass. Okay, 10 stacks of fiberglass. And then we go and get some more concrete, and I should probably... yeah... is that true? That's not true at all. I was going to say I should probably take the concrete more iron ore so that I can continue to make concrete, and then realize, no, that's a complete lie, because we're about to do a logistics system, at which point we just have bots request that, so that's going to definitely be how that works. Yeah, 5 of these guys. Do I need... oh, well, that was exactly the right amount of concrete? How did... that's... okay. Interesting coincidences? Sure, whatever. Moving on. Yeah, I think we've got... I mean, my inventory is still a mess. That's a thing that is pretty consistent. I don't have a fuel. Okay. Where is some kind of burnable fuel source? Do you have... yeah, you're going to be here a while. You're unloading stacks of things. Do you have... yeah, just give me... in fact, give me all of these. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. Okay. So I've got some amount of fuel, and then we can... I mean, I've got other things as well. I've still got, like, neodymium and red chips and things like that that I don't particularly care about. Yeah, over here is where we're gonna, like, hand manage... oh, no, what is beacons as well? Steel. Okay. And K1 beacons. Okay, I'm generally in the direction of steel, aren't I? Engines are there. Yeah, so we can... so steel is going to be a thing that's going to be pretty easy to get, because we can wander over here and get that. And then we can also have more of these beacons. Steel is... yeah, steel is just here. Because I do want at least a couple of these beacons. 5 sounds like a decent number of beacons. Yeah, run past the trains, zoom all the way out so we can tell whether or not it dies. Is that... this oil pipe is full again. Does that mean that... because previously I cut this off on the base, I just... yeah, okay. So this oil pipe is back to full. I guess if I'm not really processing anything. yeah, yeah, I guess, yeah, stuff builds up pretty quickly if you're not processing it. This, yeah. We want to go here, output priority right, but then only take batteries. Yeah, that's what we want. And then all this lithium has to not be here. This thing just now just goes in there a little bit easier. That means, yeah, okay, fine. This guy here is no longer doing what it needs to. But can do the same thing by doing that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. This lithium I picked up can just make batteries out of it. That's going to deal with that. So yeah, now we've only got batteries coming this way, going into... I can pick up all of this stuff, which is a little bit of a shame, but whatever. So I've got more lithium to give back to more things making batteries. This can go back in here. I mean, I was about to build more beacon tech that was going to use exactly this stuff, wasn't I? And I've also not got... Why? Because... Okay, so because, yeah, there's a pump in here, but there's not a pump out of these things. So the fact that these have still got... Yeah, because this is a tiny amount of dirty water left relative to... Okay, so dirty water was not a thing I was expecting to struggle for, but here we go, I guess. So we can do this, then we can get... Yeah, so now we've built everything, right? We've got these energy providers, which we can do... like so. We'll just have bots bring... Not stuff like that. Bots bring stuff like this. Did I have 5 or 6? Actually, I did 5. Yeah, okay. 5 is a good number of things to be doing, which means we can put the poles on the other side. And then this. Can I move these again slightly? Yeah, that's a pain, because that means that the bots are going to take ages bringing them back, and I can actually only move them to there. Oh, well, okay, fine. Let's... I mean, I don't have the pipes either, so bots were always going to spend a bit of time bringing me these things. But that's going to... Oh, I also didn't get a recipe set. Never mind. Okay, K2 core has most of the same fluid inputs. Requires the same things, makes the tech product that we want, which is nice. Also has 2 more beacon slots. I should have made 2 more beacons, shouldn't I? Oh, there's also... Yeah, because the thing I was wondering about is... Do I have the old... I do have the old beacons as well, that's good. Okay, so these guys are taking the channel... Do I have enough beacons in the channel for this? Yes. So the new beacons are taking... the K2 beacons are taking... The K... this is also isn't going to work until I get the stuff, is it? Yeah, because the thing I wanted to check was... Do these K1 beacons get whatever the K2 core spits out in terms of beacon effects? The K2 beacons definitely will. This thing also needs to be... Wait, does it just straight up replace the thing, though? Maybe that's the thing we try first. Because most of the fluid inputs are the same, right? We've got to go that way, except that I need to give it this other input first, which is waiting on this stuff. Let's figure out where pipes go then, I guess. Underground pipes, I have these. This could have been done better. Maybe we do it better later, maybe we don't. Maybe I'm still trying to... yeah, largely just figuring out how this thing works. Okay, so let's give this guy the modules? Are the modules still in the K1 core? What? Really? So if you pick up a K1 core, while it has modules, the modules cease to exist. That is inconvenient. Okay, I guess while we're waiting for this stuff to happen, we go for another train ride. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I'm kind of rich enough to not worry about needing all those modules anyway. But the module upgrade is down here, yeah. And I also put like other speed and efficiency modules on there, so we'll craft 2 of each of these things. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to be looking at. Over here is still not what I wanted to be looking at. Module core. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. That's the thing we'd have to remember to not do differently. And then also, these beacons are regular 3x3 size, aren't they? Yeah, so the K2 beacons are normal size beacons, which is a bit of a shame because most of my builds are accommodating the K1 beacons at the moment, which is a thing we're going to have to deal with. Give me... Yeah, I just need all of these things. I've already got red chips on me, which is nice. And then I need... Yeah, and then we'll just go back to handcrafting 2 of these and 2 of these. 1 for each provider. Yeah, one for each tier of module stuff. You guys can get out of my inventory. Module frames can get out of my inventory. And then other modules can go back in here, I guess. Then I've still got lithium. Sure. Okay, so we are recrafting some modules after... Do I have... Just struck me that I don't have a whole lot of train fuel at the moment, and this will give me some amount of train fuel, or a train fuel-like thing. Yeah, so we are re-handcrafting modules after the module core 8, my previous module 3s. Yeah, maybe bots have kind of got... Still going, definitely still going, long way. These guys are cool, not actually powered. That's okay, we're heading over there, we can build a power pole ourselves. And then I can't actually test, yeah, let's cancel that, so we've got some speed modules to put in these various providers to check how these things are working. But then remember to take them back again before we pick up the building. And then, yeah, this thing over here needed to be powered because it needed to run. Running is, in fact, an important part of... we just upgrade you, I think. And then we set a recipe, and then we realize these things need lithium, and then we've actually set the prioritization the wrong way. We're sending all the batteries in the wrong direction, but that's kind of fine. We can get some batteries, we can continue to not be hit by trains, and then, yeah, you guys want lithium, you guys want batteries, you're getting stuff done, right? Actually, is this 200 energy in 20 seconds? Okay. I wanted to check whether or not these are ratioed to the tier 1 buildings of kind of comparable stuff. And these things are also 220 seconds, so that's kind of okay. Yeah, so I guess we wait another 20 seconds. We wait another 20 seconds. Actually, this should be... Is this not running now? Did I... Oh yeah, there's a quite important pipe here. Are there any other pipes that I can... Yeah, let's get... Bots can bring me that pipe, which is not super important because we've got a tank of this stuff. But that also means that I can put this pipe here so we can see this amplifying a channel. But then... No modules, no modules. That's unexpected. Because this also says amplifier channel. This is... Like, the K1 core didn't say that, did it? Okay, so these things are not getting... Maybe I need both of these. Okay, get those back. Pull this out. Put in the K1 core this way around. And give this 2 speed modules and No modules. Okay, so maybe it was an update thing. Oh wait, it was... with the... Yeah, okay, so this is in fact... Okay, yeah, so there's this core thing to... Yeah, 99 linked beacons, that's... This is now... So this is now getting... Okay, so I think I might have messed that up as well. Let's... Okay, so... Fantastic news, logistics system is finished, which means next time we can do real train fuel things rather than that. Let's just leave... Are we going to leave that blinking? We're going to move on to another thing. Yeah, bot speed. Bot speed is also in the wheelhouse of make that stuff better. I've got... Yeah, I've got all 20... Don't have any modules that I'm going to lose if I do this. So let's... Put this... That's the same K1 core. That K1 core is not what I wanted. I wanted the K2 core to go here. And this is... This also doesn't automatically bump the channel, which is interesting. Yeah, I need to turn this thing off and on again. And make sure it's on the right channel, which it is, and these things are still... So I think I need both of these running at the same time. I think the K1 core... Need to get these modules back, because that's how I'm affording the other efficiency... Yeah, the other speed module I want. I think I've got to have the K1 core like so, with some modules, and then if we power this guy... Then, if this is on core channel 1, 99 link beacons, which is fine. Let's put this guy back as the 100th beacon to be able to check on stuff. Yeah, because I think what I mean, the next thing to try is, where is this going to fit? It's going to fit over here, isn't it? Kind of. It's kind of going to fit here. If I do... It's got to be that way around, which is also still fine. We can take these things out, we can put another one of these here, we can find this K2 core and put it around this way. This spaghetti is getting worse, and I'm okay with that. Then, yeah, because we can have... I don't actually need to do that, do I? It doesn't need to come from the tank. It can just come from, like, any of these things. This could actually be better if this was higher, because then I could put these two things together. Don't have any beacons on there. Okay. Yeah. So let's slap these two guys together like so, and then we can just have one of these things here. Is that true? Let's have another tank. Yeah, and then there's also a space of 2 between here, which is nice, because it means we can plug this stuff through here, like so, and then I can even have another tank. And then this thing also wants pair of beacons. Oh, I've also got to get items out of this, don't I? 'Cause, like, this is, yeah, this is still on the same channel, like. Yeah, core channel number 1, amplifier channel also just goes to number 1 and also isn't telling me about the beacon limit. So I think these two things have got to be... I think these things are going to cooperate in some way. These are yeah, getting the tier 1s. Well, because I guess, yeah, because these tanks mean that this guy doesn't have his fluid yet. Yeah. Then. Wait, so if this guy is also consuming this fluid in parallel, then I probably need more of these things, which will fit. Okay, I mean, I think I need to, yeah, we're going to have to go and handcraft these things as well. I mean, we don't really have to. We could quite easily just go and do a sensible automated build of a thing, but we're probably going to handcraft them. This... None of those... yeah, because I kind of want to pump here, just because it seems like a good idea. But we also then need somewhere to power that. which is going to do this, and then we also need to somehow... Yeah, because the thing is, if I am getting more of these things, and I think that's going to be the next play, because we have to make more of this fluid, which means I'm going to have to worry about these inputs again, isn't it? So all of that is going to be an issue. But if I could get some tanks here and you guys could connect all of this stuff up and we could see whether or not this actually does a thing. And then also, yeah, so this pipe here is the one we need, right? And now you are doing a thing. You are amplifying a channel, which is nice. Let's just have this stuff go into a box for now. We need to get that to the labs somehow, but that's not a major concern at the moment. This... Okay, yeah, so the K1 beacon is only picking up the stuff from the K1 core, which is kind of sensible. The K2 beacon is picking up both from the K1 core and the K2 core that is amplifying it, which makes a degree of sense. I think that's... Okay, so yeah, so I will need more of this stuff, which means I will need more of these inputs, which means... Because I think there was... Yeah, the recipe for extra beacon stuff, more beacons, was after this other recipe for... Yeah, there are recipes around the place for different... Where was... Did I have... Were there other recipes that I already have for the effectiveness of... No, I've only got one recipe for each of those. Somewhere there were more recipes that gave me different... Yeah, that I could use the same red tech to unlock new ways of also having this other stuff as well. I thought I... Oh yeah, here we go. K1 effectivity, yeah. So these use... This is still 220 seconds, so the output rate is the same, but it uses less stuff, which is cool because it means we can do things like this and still run into problems with that output belt, but kind of not really. Okay, so at this point, I want to get these modules back, and then go and handcraft... I've got 2 speed efficiency 2s, yeah, we're going to have another speed, and then in here we're going to go speed and efficiency, and in here we're going to go, not there, in here we're going to go efficiency, and then the speed we're going to handcraft. And these guys have already picked up the chain. Maybe it's tied to when these things complete a production cycle. That would make quite a lot of sense. Okay, so we are, yeah, so we're, this is reasonably important because we're making the beacon tech stuff, and also, yeah, this is also still every, oh, this is 45 seconds. So I get one of these tech items every 45 seconds, and I need to do this effectivity to get more stuff out, so 400 there, another 800 here to get these better recipes, and then another 1,000 to get more supported beacons, all of those multiplied by 45 seconds per red cube. So that's going to be a thing we have to deal with, but it's mostly kind of fine. Yeah, I think I'm kind of okay with this. Yeah, we are at least getting more beacons out. I mean, we don't have any beacons like this in the build whatsoever, and kind of, I mean, there might be some places they fit, but mostly we've just got these K1 beacons, which means the beacons in this thing actually not so much of a big deal at all, because there aren't... I guess there are a couple of places where we could put tier 2 beacons. I guess... Wait, was the red chips a place? Yeah, the red chips was a place where I was saying that, like, one of the tier 2 beacons in the middle wouldn't hit everything. But if I got a tier 3 beacon, I can now beacon red chips normally, and have that tier 2 beacon beaconing all the red chips, making them all a bit faster. That, I think, is going to be a good plan. Yeah. We're nearly done with work robot speed as well, which means we'll be able to do a bunch of train stuff. Okay, so we've got I need to handcraft some more of these things. Give those to bots. Connect up some pipes because I'm kind of running down this fluid at the moment, which is a bit of an issue. I think we do that by, or at least we kind of address that by just taking. Yeah, I think we just take out. We just don't worry about providing this green fluid at the moment. And then this one won't work, and then these guys still will, because I'm not really using this guy's beacon effect for anything. I just mostly want the cubes to be able to upgrade stuff. Yeah, need to handcraft some more things. Mostly got some stuff done. We're progressing yellow text now. Right? No, it's this way. It's over here. We are progressing yellow text. We got a lot of blue in our chests and in the trains, which is nice. We've got also another 800 purple there, which is also pretty nice. Yeah, this is also a lab setup that is not going to be. We're not going to be able to K2 beacon this. We're only going to be able to have to K1 beacon it, but it's still fine. Yeah, I think definitely things working. I think this is definitely major milestone 2, isn't it? We've got purple and yellow science. We've got infinite stone. We've got nuclear power. We've got beacons, we've got tier 3 modules in labs, pollution from the last hour, tile pollution absorption is decreasing. Okay, this probably, yeah, okay, this is not because I'm, okay, this cut here is because of the nuclear power, so the burner generators are doing less, but all of this low pollution around here is because we didn't have any sciences and the base was turned off, so that's not a great measure. But yeah, definitely things happening, progressing is good. Beacons.